Hello and welcome back to Ank's English. I'm Ellis.
And I'm Emma. Today we're diving into something many of us struggle with when learning English, forgetting words.
It's frustrating, right? You learn a new word, it sounds perfect, but then the next day, it's gone.
Yes, exactly. For example, I recently went to this amazing little cafe in town. It had a really cozy vibe. The pastries were so fancy, but I couldn't remember the word to describe it.
Was it elegant?
Close, but not quite. I was thinking of a word that's a little softer, something that feels special. I remember now. It's exquisite.
Ah, exquisite. That's the perfect word for such a place.
Exactly. But the problem was I forgot it. And I'm sure it's happened to you too, right?
Yes, totally. So today, we're going to share some simple and fun strategies to help you remember words like exquisite so you don't forget them. Before we jump into the tips, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Ank's English.
And hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. We've got plenty of tips and fun ways to help you improve your English and remember new words.
Alright, let's get started. You'll be saying exquisite and other beautiful words without forgetting them in no time.
So Alice, let me ask you something. Have you ever learned a new English word, felt super proud, and then the next day, poof, it just disappears?
Oh, absolutely. It happens all the time. I'd be like, wow, this word is so cool. I'm going to use it forever. And then when I actually need it, my brain's just like, nope, not today.
Haha, yes. And that's such a common problem for English learners. We learn a word, maybe even write it down, say it a few times. But when it's time to speak, it's like our brain has hit the delete button.
You know what I think it is? We treat words like guests at a party. We invite them in, say hi, maybe give them a drink, but we don't really talk to them, so they just leave.
That's a great way to put it. It's like if you don't really connect with a word, your brain doesn't bother keeping it around. It's just another face in the crowd.
Exactly. And here's the science behind it. When we first learn something, it goes into our short-term memory. That memory is like a tiny sticky note on your brain. It holds information for a while, but if you don't use it, that sticky note just falls off.
Right. And the only way to move that word into long-term memory, where it really sticks, is by repeating, connecting, and experiencing it in different ways.
But most of us don't do that. We read the word once, maybe hear it in a YouTube video, and then expect to remember it forever. It's like trying to remember someone's name after hearing it once at a noisy party.
Haha, oh yes. What was his name again? Mark. Mike. Mango.
Definitely mango. Always mango.
So really, forgetting is not a sign that you're bad at English. It's just how memory works. If you don't build a relationship with the word, your brain lets it go.
It's like saying nice to meet you and walking away forever. No wonder we forget.
Exactly. And that's why in the next part of this episode, we'll show you how to actually build that relationship with new words, so they don't walk away from your memory.
We've got some really fun and simple tips coming up, so stick around.
Okay, Alice, so now that we know why we forget words, the big question is, how do we actually remember them?
Good question, because honestly, just repeating the word over and over doesn't always help. I've tried that. It's like saying apple, apple, apple 10 times, and still forgetting it when someone asks, what's this fruit in English?
Haha, been there. So let's try something new. Imagine your brain is like a garden.
Oh, I love this already.
When you learn a new word, it's like planting a seed. But if you don't water it, give it sunlight, or take care of it, that seed doesn't grow. It just dries up and disappears.
So true. And watering, in this case, means using the word in real life, writing it, speaking it, even just hearing it again in a different sentence.
Exactly. One of my favorite ways to remember a new word is to make it personal. Like instead of just learning the word tired, I'd say, I feel tired every Monday morning. Boom. Now that word is part of my life.
Yes. Making the word about you gives it meaning. Our brains are wired to remember stories and emotions, not random facts.
Another great trick. Use pictures. If you learn the word sunflower, don't just translate it. Close your eyes. Picture a big, bright yellow sunflower in the sun. Maybe even imagine holding one.
I love that. I do something similar. I connect new words with things I already know. Like, if I learn the word delicious, I'll think of my mom's noodles. Instantly, the word has flavor, feeling, and now a memory.
Exactly. And there's one more strategy that works like magic. Teach the word to someone else.
Oh yes, when you explain it, you own it. Even if you just tell your cat, "Hey Luna." Surprised means when you didn't expect something. That's already helping your brain remember.
Poor Luna, she knows so much English by now.
Haha, she's fluent, trust me.
So let's sum it up. If you want to really remember a new word, make it personal. Use pictures or your imagination. Connect it with your real life. Teach it to someone or something else.
And most importantly, use it. Words are like muscles. If you don't use them, they shrink and disappear.
So true. And the good news is, you don't need to remember every word you see. Focus on the ones that matter to you. The words that match your world.
Because that's how English becomes a part of who you are, not just something you study.
Coming up in the next part, we're going to share some fun, simple ways to practice vocabulary every day without making it feel like homework.
Yep. No boring flashcards here. We're talking about real-life practice that fits your style.
So if you're ready to turn your vocabulary into something natural and unforgettable, stay with us.
So, Emma, we've learned why we forget words and how to remember them better. But now comes the big challenge. How do we practice vocabulary every single day without getting bored?
Yes, because honestly, if learning feels like a chore, we're not going to stick with it.
Exactly. So today, let's talk about simple ways to practice English vocabulary that don't feel like homework. More like fun, little habits.
Love it. So here's one of my favorites. Word of the day, but with a twist.
Oh, tell me more.
Instead of just picking a random word, I choose a word that fits my mood or my plan for the day. Like if I'm going to the market, maybe today's word is bargain. And then during the day, I try to use that word 3 times, even if it's just talking to myself.
That's smart. You make the word a part of your life, not just a list in a notebook.
Right. And speaking of notebooks, I actually keep a word diary, not full sentences, just 1 line a day. Like, today I felt grateful because my friend brought me coffee. 1 sentence, 1 new word done.
I love that idea, and it's so easy to go back later and review, because each line is connected to a feeling or a story.
Exactly. Another thing I do, I talk to myself in English, out loud, like a weirdo, in the kitchen. I'm chopping onions. They're strong. My eyes are watering. Boom. 3 words without even thinking.
Haha. I do that too when I'm alone, especially when I walk. I'll describe what I see. The sky is cloudy. The air feels fresh. There's a dog. He looks nervous. Even if I don't know the perfect word, I try anyway.
Yes. That's so important. Practice isn't about being perfect. It's about playing, exploring, being curious.
Totally. And sometimes, I challenge myself. Can I describe this lunch using 3 adjectives? Can I think of 5 things in my room that are green in English? It becomes a game.
Speaking of games, word apps are great, but I prefer making my own, like flashcards but with drawings. I draw a cat, write sleepy, and smile because that's my cat.
Personal flashcards. That's adorable.
And finally, my favorite trick of all. Share the word with a friend. Like send a text. Hey, today's word is clumsy. Like me, I just dropped my soup again.
Haha. Yes, when you laugh about a word, it sticks in your memory like glue.
So let's recap. To practice English vocabulary daily without boredom, use a word of the day that fits your mood. Keep a short word diary. 1 sentence. 1 word. Talk to yourself during your daily routine. Describe things around you out loud. Turn words into games or drawings. Share a word with someone else, even just for fun.
It's not about studying harder. It's about living with English, letting it be part of your world, your breath, your coffee, your walk.
Yes, when English becomes you, you never have to memorize again. You just remember naturally.
And in the final part, we'll show you how to build your own little system, a way to review and grow your vocabulary over time without stress.
Because learning English isn't a race, it's a journey, and we're walking it with you. So Alice, we've learned how to remember words, how to make them part of our daily life. But now comes the next step. How do we keep them? How do we review and expand our vocabulary without feeling overwhelmed?
Oh yes, this is such a common trap. You learn a bunch of new words, feel super excited, but then 3 weeks later, you barely remember anything.
Exactly. So here's a new way to look at it. Think of your vocabulary as a garden.
Oh, I like that. Keep going.
When you plant a flower, that's like learning a new word. But if you don't water it, give it sunlight, or visit it often, it wilts. Reviewing words is like watering your garden.
That's such a lovely image. And not all flowers need the same care. Some words need more review, some need less.
Right. So here's how I do it. I have 3 kinds of words. I call them new friends, familiar faces, and old buddies.
Haha, like a word social life?
Yes. New friends equals words I just learned. I see them almost every day. Like sending a text to a new friend. Familiar faces equals words I kinda know. I check in every few days, maybe in my journal, or when I see them in a book. Old buddies equals words I really know. I only say hello once in a while, maybe once a week or even less.
That's brilliant. So your brain isn't trying to remember everything at once. It's like rotating friendships.
Exactly. I even color code them in my notebook. Blue circle blue for new. Yellow circle yellow for familiar. Green circle green for strong and steady.
Wow, that's so visual and relaxing too. It's not about pressure, it's about rhythm.
Totally. And one more thing. I review words in contexts. I don't just look at lists. Instead, I read a short paragraph and try to find the words I've learned inside it.
So smart. It's like seeing your friends at a party, not just in your contacts list.
Haha, yes. And every week, I try to add just 3 to 5 new words. That's it. I don't go crazy. I just grow my garden, little by little.
So, to sum it up, review your words in levels. New, familiar, old. Use color or tags to organize them. Review in short, gentle moments. Not long study blocks. Read or listen to real content, and look for your words there. Add a few new words per week. Not too many, and make it a ritual, like watering plants or feeding fish.
Yes, vocabulary is not something you fight. It's something you live with, like a room you decorate over time. One photo, one memory, one plant at a time.
So beautiful. And remember, friends, every word you learn, is a piece of your story. It helps you speak, understand, connect, and dream in English.
So don't worry about being perfect. Just keep growing. We're here growing with you.
If you found today's story helpful, don't forget to support us, share it to spread the motivation to learn English with more people, and subscribe to Ank's English so you won't miss our next inspiring conversations. See you in the next video.
Yes, that's right.